everyone, and welcome back to my studio. So the other day on my Facebook group, Acrylic Pour by Seniors, someone named Brent Hardy posed a question. Has anyone tried taking their marble and instead of putting the puddles and then putting on the marble and rolling it around, has anyone tried dropping the marble into their flip cup? Not that I know of. Challenge accepted though. So we're going to give that a try. So let's go down to the table and give this new experiment a little whiz. Okay, for our little experiment today, I'm going to try a canvas I haven't tried before. This is an Artist Loft paint pouring canvas. It's a 10 by 10 and they call it a paint pouring canvas because it's hard, because they've put a board in there. So between the canvas and the frame there is a board, and that gives you a nice hard surface. You're not going to have a sag with some paint pouring. If you don't make sure your canvas is tight enough, you get a little sag and it can ruin your design. So this is specially made for paint pouring. Haven't tried it, we're going to give it a try. As you can see, taped and push pinned on the back, and I did get my level out, and I think this one needed a little, no, it's looking good. Okay, so always check your level. You don't want all your paint sloughing off to one side because your canvas isn't level. So let's get that out of the way, and let's go through our colors for today. So for the base coat, I've decided to put Pearl Amethyst Purple by Arteza. And the reason I picked a really pretty color for my base coat is that marble is going to pull up color from the base. It's not just going to all wash off. So we should see some of that in the painting. Next is, of course, one of my all-time favorites, Deco Americana Decor Metallics in 24 karat gold. Always a wonderful result with that. Next, we've got Folk Art Treasure Gold in Fire Opal. This is another one of my favorites. It is such a beautiful, rich color. And I've got Liquitex Basics in Dioxazine Purple for a nice, deep, dark purple tone. Another one of my all-time favorites, and you can see this poor bottle is about done. This is Artist Loft Metallic Cobalt Blue. This one is also one that has never let me down. Always looked gorgeous when you pour it. And our final color is Amsterdam Quinacridone Rose. So that is a nice dark pink tone. So what we're going to do is I'm going to layer my flip cup. Then I'm going to take the marble. I'm going to drop it down the center. And I'm going to flip the cup. And I'm going to release the cup and roll the marble around and see what we get. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. Never done it before. Don't know if anybody's ever done it before. So let's have some fun. I'm going to start by layering our cup. Now this is a 10 by 10 canvas, which means we should only need about 5 ounces of paint. And I know I'm putting more. This is a 9-ounce cup, so if we get it about 2/3 full or more, we should be more than good, especially since we're going to have a base coat. And that base coat's going to help our stuff move around better, so we don't really need to be so careful, but a little extra paint never hurt. So I'd rather have a little more than I need in my cup than a little less than I need. If you're not sure how much paint you need for your canvas, take your measurement, 10 by 10, gives you 100, divide that by 28, and that tells you how much paint you need as a minimum to cover your canvas. Now you want to add a little extra to that number because you certainly don't want it to just barely cover. You need some room for stretching and moving around and getting the design you want. But that gives you a general idea of what you need. All right, that is definitely more than we need for this little canvas. So I'm gonna put that beauty off to the side for a minute. We'll play with that again in a second. I'm gonna get my spreader and let's get a base coat on this canvas. Alright, so we're going to take our flip cup, and I'm going to drop that marble right in the middle. Hopefully that's going to start sort of mixing our colors and start the motion. And then we're going to flip it with the marble still in the cup. And then we're going to stretch it while rolling that marble around. So here's our flip cup. Here goes nothing, guys. Woo. Okay. Flip. Flip. Very little splish. That's in a second. Oh, I'm looking at some reactions already coming up here. Some of these colors are really good at reacting. All right, we're going to release this, and then we're going to let that marble have a little fun. Okay. Whoa, look at the reactions. All right, I want to torch this real quick and then we're going to let that marble roll. Almost don't want to roll the marble because the end results here is looking so gorgeous. But we want to see what's going to happen when we roll the marble. I'm just going to let that marble move with us as we bring our paint around to all the corners and such. Bring it back to this side for a second. Whoa. That's pretty cool. Alright, I think I'm going to take this off for a minute, stretch this a bit, and see what I think. See if I want to add it back in, or if I'm happy with that. So I'm going to go over the edge just a little bit more here. A little bit more over there. I have a lot of paint on here, so I need to get some of it off. Too much of the pretty design here because I'm loving some of these cells and such. So I'm trying to decide what's the keepers, what's the get rid ofs. Oh, I still have way too much paint on here. I don't want to get rid of anything. It's so pretty. Oh, there's so much reaction going on here. And I'm loving that the lines that the marble put in here. I don't think I want to put the marble back on. I don't really want to get rid of anything that's on here, but I have too much paint, and if I leave this much paint on, it's likely to crack, so I'm going to have to ditch a little of some of what I like to save the rest from destruction. That's the problem when you put too much paint, and you have to kill something to get rid of some of that paint. That's more paper towel. part I love the most is this in here and this over here. There's just so much gold right here. I'm thinking I might run that marble through one more time just to break that up a little. We'll put the marble here and run it down this way just to break up some of this a bit more. And pull some of that color around. That. Okay. Let's kind of emphasize the marble a little. So that helped break up this big line here, which I'm not so happy with. So I'm going to break it up again one more time. A little more from over here. Some of the sections I'm really loving, so okay, that's nice. All right, now how? Ooh, still have way too much paint on here though. It's how to get off some without ruining the things I love the most. Lost something I really liked there. I'm just worried there's too much paint on here still. It's still moving pretty fast, and that's how you can tell to have a little too much paint on there because it's just moving so fast. I have to get rid of a little more of this, but that's okay because the other part is, this part is so pretty. I think I don't mind losing some of that because as this is stretching, it's just becoming gorgeous. So I think we're gonna lose some of our excess paint that direction because this is just fabulous. Tilt it back. I still have a little too much paint on here, but I think that's gonna have to stay because that's gorgeous right there. Okay, so I would say yay on that experiment. Not sure whether the marble going in helped cause all the reactions and cells. There is no silicone in any of my paints. I don't use silicone anymore. Haven't for a long time. But look at the beautiful cells. And that is partially the reaction of the different paints. I do know that that metallic cobalt blue and the 24 karat gold and the fire opal tend to be very reactionary. Big cell makers when they hit other ones. So mixed with the Arteza and the Liquitex basics and such, they are just going a little crazy here. Very pleased with the outcome. I'll throw my marble over there. Oh yeah, we're just gonna let that be. I don't want to mess with that. That's just really pretty. I'm gonna torch it off and then I'll bring you down for a little close-up. I'm gonna clean up my edges a little. So hang in there. Okay, we are back. Look at this. Oh, I'm so happy. Look at the reactions and the cells and the swirls and the lines. The flip cup caused the cells, the lines were caused by the marble. Just an awesome combination here. So very happy with this experiment. Sort of a combination flip cup marble roll. Looking great. So I'm going to let this dry and we'll take some pictures when it's done. Oh, I'm even liking the drips. Look at the drips on this. That's going to make beautiful paint skins. Yes, it is. All right, guys, I'll take some pictures when it's dry. Thanks for joining me.